Lesson 1: Data Storage and Memory. Computer memory is like the computer's brain. It helps the computer to remember things, just like we remember our favorite stories or games. The computer needs memory to remember its tasks and information. Children will be able to understand the meaning of data and information, know about computer memory and its types, learn types of storage devices and their uses. Neha, Tia, have you ever wondered how a computer remembers all our games and pictures? Tia, I'm not sure, Neha. How does it do that? Neha, well, it's like how we keep our toys safe in boxes. A computer have a storage place. Tia, oh, I get it, Neha. So the computer has special places to keep its things. Neha, exactly, Tia. We'll learn more about it and how it works. Tia, that sounds interesting, Neha. Let's explore it together. Data versus information. Data refers to raw facts in unprocessed form. The word data is a plural form of datum. When data is processed, organized, structured, or presented in a meaningful way, then it is called as information. It is not enough to have data. Data themselves is useless. But when this data is processed, it becomes useful and can be called as information. Example: teacher wants to find highest and lowest scores in the class. Input marks, data. CPU processed input data, information. We know that CPU is the brain of a computer. It controls all the functions of a computer. It processes data and gives results. Computer can store large amount of data. We can retrieve this data as we need it. Input, process, output, storage. Now, we will learn about memory and various storage devices. Memory. Computer memory is very similar to the human brain. It is used to store data and instructions given to it. It can store the information either temporarily or permanently. In computers, memory is a device that is used to store information. A computer can store the program in its memory. When a certain program starts on the computer, first of all, it is loaded into the computer's memory. A computer can load many programs in its memory. Faster the memory of the computer is, faster is the speed of opening of the programs. Types of memory. The computer memory can be classified into the following types. 1. Primary memory. 2. Secondary memory. The classification of computer memory is shown in the following figure. Computer memory, primary memory, RAM, ROM. Secondary memory, hard disk, CD, DVD, pen drive. 1. Primary or internal memory. Primary memory is also known as the internal or main memory. A computer cannot run without the primary memory. It is used to store data or information that the CPU needs to access directly and quickly. The primary memory can be divided into two parts. RAM, random access memory. ROM, read-only memory. RAM. When we refer to the computer's primary memory, we actually refer to RAM. It is used by the computer to store data for processing. If the computer is switched off, the data in RAM will be lost. Hence, RAM is referred to as volatile memory. ROM. It stores permanent instructions required for the proper functioning of a computer system. These instructions are stored by the manufacturer of the computer. ROM is a non-volatile memory, as data stored in it is not lost even when the computer is switched off. 2. Secondary memory. The primary memory is limited and temporary. Therefore, there is a need for secondary memory that can be used to store large amounts of data permanently. The data remains there even when the power to the computer is switched off. Some commonly used secondary storage devices are as follows: hard disk, compact disk, DVD, digital versatile disk, pen drive, memory card. Hard disk. A hard disk is the main secondary storage device. Hard disk is device fixed inside the CPU box. It can store a huge amount of data. All the work done on a computer can be stored on a hard disk. We can read and write data on this device any number of times. Types of hard disks. Let us see different types of hard disks. Internal hard disk. The internal hard disk is the main secondary storage device that is permanently installed inside the computer. It can store a huge amount of data that includes the operating system, application programs, and other data including images, documents, music, and videos on a computer. The hard disk is usually given a labels such as C or D, called as C drive or D drive. External hard disk. An external hard disk is a removable hard disk that connects to a computer through a USB connector. You can plug in an external hard disk into multiple computers and use it as a removable storage device. An external hard disk is, however, slower than the internal hard disk. CD. A compact disc is a type of optical media. It can store up to 700 MB of data. These are circular in shape and used mainly for storing audio-visual data in the digital form. DVD. DVDs is another type of optical media used for storing digital data such as videos, movies, and softwares. It is similar to CD, but it can store 10 times more data than a CD. The video quality of a DVD is also much better than that of a CD. Pen drive. A pen drive is a storage device which is small in size and can be easily carried in a pocket. It can store large amount of data. It is mostly used to transfer data quickly and efficiently from one computer to another computer. It has to be inserted into a computer's USB port to store or retrieve information from it. Memory card. Memory card is a very small compact storage device. It is mainly used in cameras, music players, and smartphones to store pictures, songs, movies, etc. Memory units. Data stored in the memory is measured in the units such as bits, bytes, kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes, terabytes, and petabytes. Bit. A bit, short for binary digit, is the smallest unit of data in a computer. A bit has a single binary value, either 0 or 1. Bytes. Combination of 8 bits. 1 byte stores one character such as any letter K, A, or any other symbol like @ $, etc. Nibble. Half a byte. 4 bits is called nibble. The bits in a byte are normally numbered from 0 to 7 using the convention as shown below. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Measuring the computer's memory. One file can be of thousands of bytes, so instead of using bytes to measure data, we can also use higher units such as kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes, terabytes, and petabytes. Both computer memory and disk space are measured in these units. 1 bit is equal to binary digit 0 or 1. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. 1024 bytes is equal to 1 kilobyte. 1024 kilobytes KB is equal to 1 megabyte. 1024 megabytes MB is equal to 1 gigabyte. 1024 gigabytes GB is equal to 1 terabyte. 1024 terabytes TB is equal to 1 petabyte. 1024 petabytes PB is equal to 1 exabyte. 1024 exabyte EB is equal to 1 zettabyte. 1024 zettabytes ZB is equal to 1 yottabyte. Flashback. You enter data and instructions into the computer using input devices. The data and instructions are stored inside the computer in some storage devices. Primary memory and secondary memory are the two types of memory. Some commonly used secondary devices are hard disk, pen drive, DVD, CD, etc. Primary memory is of two types, RAM and ROM. The data stored on the computers is handled in terms of bits.